You love your husband. What does that mean? That means he is your husband before you love him. You love the guy who is your husband. So he is your husband, now you love him. But if he's not your husband, why are you loving him? Because he's cute? Adopt him, don't marry him. So that's what I was saying about creation. The Eibishter doesn't want us because he loves us. He loves us because he wants us. Right? In other words, first he wants to marry us, then he gives us his love. Because if I'm married to you, then I'm going to love you. If I'm not married to you, why should I love you? The fundamental statement of Hasidus is, God enjoys you before he loves you. Because the enjoyment he gets is from you, not from love. You are his enjoyment. That's why the beginning of everything was the Eibishter had a taiva for you. For you, not for love. But once he had you, he created love for you too. Married women complain, my husband is good. He loves me, I love him, everything is good. But somehow sometimes I feel like he doesn't really know me. We're not really connected. We love being together, we love living together, we love doing together, everything's fine, but I don't feel like he's really there for me. Now what is she complaining about? What is she complaining about? Yes, because he loves being in love. It's not so much me. He would love being in love with anybody.
But how can you be in love with someone if you don't love them? That doesn't make sense. That you're like just in love with the love?
That is so common. That's why marriages break up. That's why the divorce is out of control. Because love is supposed to make the relationship, and it can't. It's just a feeling. See, if I don't really love you, then you better be perfect. Because as soon as you do something a little less than perfect, what do I need you for? But if I really love you, you are sometimes good, you're sometimes not, you're sometimes nice, you're sometimes in a bad mood. But I don't care because I want you. Not a good mood.
So that's what like marriage has to be.
Listen. Here's a test. Here's a test to see if you understand what I'm saying. A guy says to me, I'm getting divorced. A frum guy. So I'm getting divorced. My wife has moods. I don't need this. What's wrong with that statement? What's wrong with the statement? Why are those words wrong? He is divorcing her because he doesn't need this. Do you see what's going on here? He's divorcing her because he doesn't like this. So is he married to her or to this? To this. He is married to a this, and he doesn't need this. So what about her?
So what does he do?
He divorces her.
What does he do if he does want her?
Oh. Let me suggest something. If he really wanted her, there wouldn't be a this. She wouldn't be in a bad mood.
That's what I meant by the question.
Okay, so you're getting it, I see. A guy is married because he wants this, not her.
How do you know?
And then all of a sudden, no, I don't want this.
How do you know when you're dating if the guy wants you or this?
How do you know if you want him or this?
That's an honest question, right? It's not always his fault, you know. You see, in some places, at the wedding, the husband promises, I will love you and I will cherish you and I will take care of you and I will be there for you and I will be loyal to you, blah, 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 and then he doesn't do any of that. By our weddings, what do we promise? Nothing. That's in the ksuba. That's in the ksuba. But what does the chassan say? Hey, what happened to the love, the cherish, the you're special, I adore you, you are now married to me. Okay, break the glass. Isn't that a little disappointing? I mean, how romantic is that? It's like, I want you to marry me. What? You're not going to marry me unless I give you a ring? Okay, here's the ring. Now we're married. Good. Let's go home. Because marriage, now you are married to me, is so much more powerful than I love you, I cherish you, I adore you. But yeah, because tomorrow he changes his mind and he doesn't need this. But when he wants to be married to you, then there is no this. Then there's you. Harei at. See how powerful that is? The guy who says, I love and I cherish and I adore. Oh, get over yourself. Don't talk about yourself. Say harei at. You are mine. And then, where's the this? What's the this that you don't like? And if there is a this you don't like, it's just a this. The person is so much more important than any this or that. We are human beings. We have our needs. We have our shtick. We have our emotions and feelings. And therefore, we shouldn't get married. It's not a good idea. Marriage is too permanent. Marriage means I'm going to stay married to you no matter what I feel. I can't do that. In other words, I can't be married to you without a this and a that and a few of those. Marriage means we are capable of something bigger than a feeling. So we can make a permanent agreement, a permanent vow. There is that ability within us. And marriage demands that we rise to that level. But you're right. If we're just human beings, then not only should we get married for love, we shouldn't get married. It's too much for you. But people have always gotten married, so we do have that capacity. And certainly, when it comes to parents and children, do parents really have the capacity to love their children no matter what?
Yeah.
Where do we get such a koyach from? Because it's their children, you have more reason to not like them. I love my neighbor's children because they go home.
Because their children yourself. Flesh and blood.
Flesh and blood. Yes.
You love yourself. You can't like not love yourself.
And do you love yourself no matter whether there's a this or a that? So you never say, I don't like myself anymore. I don't need this. Because you're not a this.